you and I or you and me. It's very awkward saying. Money is or money are. So $20 is or $20 are. On the photo or in the photo. Today we are going to talk about common mistakes in English. Before we move on to the mistakes, there's one thing that you should realize. Each language is different and some expressions in your mother tongue may be harder to express in English and vice versa.
How is that?
So don't try to understand English construction through translation into your language. It may only confuse you. So keep watching up to the very end. Hi, I'm Karina and welcome to my channel. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel if you want to improve your English and learn it faster. Let's get started.
Check.
$20 is or $20 are. When we speak about specific amount of money or a price, we usually treat it as singular. For example, $20 is too much for that. That's correct way of saying that. $20 are too much for that. This is the wrong way of saying that. You can think of $20 as being short for the amount of $20 or the price $20. Since we would say the amount is or the price is, the amount or a price of $20 is also correct. However, whether to treat it as singular or plural depends on whether you think about the money as about a sum or as about the individual coins and banknotes. For example, I just got 5 euros. I gave it, the amount, to my mom. This is the correct way of saying that. I just got 10 euros. I gave them the individual euros to my mom. Well, that's possible way of saying that. Nevertheless, it only makes sense when you speak about physical money and not something abstract like a prize. When you talk about the electronic money, using it is the only natural choice. For example, he transferred $50 to my account, but it hasn't arrived yet. Correct way. He transferred $50 to my account, but they haven't arrived yet. Wrong way of saying that. Number 2, do or make. Do and make can both be translated into Russian the same way, which leads to the confusion for Russian speakers. So when do we use make and when do we use do? We often use do for daily activities or jobs that do not produce a physical object. Do homework, do the dishes, do the laundry, do a job, do the shopping. We also use do when we speak about things in general, but don't specifically name the activity. Instead, we use words like something, nothing, anything, everything, etc. For example, he has done nothing all day. She would do anything for her son. Or, is there anything I can do for you? Let me know in the comments down below. Make is often used to express construction, building, or creating something you can touch. For example, make food, make a cup of coffee, make clothes, or make a math. However, there are many phrases with do and make that you just need to memorize. For example, make money, do someone a favor. Do business, make a decision. Do good, make a plan. And all these very often do not follow those rules that we have talked about a little bit earlier. So the only thing you can do is to just memorize. Number 3. Money is or money are. Just like water, sugar, love, and money, in its most common sense, is an uncountable noun. This means in particular that we can't have a money, as is saying that we have one money. One money? Well, you can have $1, but not one money, right?
Yes.
Yes.
One money doesn't really make sense. However, just like the other mass nouns, money is always used with a singular verb. Just like we would say the sugar is on the table, not the sugar are. We would use is with the money too. So money is on the table. That's correct. Money are on the table. That's wrong. Number 4. You and I or you and me? Should we always say and write you and I to avoid you and me? Some native speakers will tell you so. Not only does no such rule exist, but using you and I instead of you and me is wrong in many cases. Well, the rule is quite simple actually. If you and I is a subject of the sentence, which means you and I are the people who are doing the action, then it is the correct form. For example, you and I are good friends. That's correct. You and me are good friends. Well, that's colloquial, which means people just say that. It's not wrong, but we should avoid it in our formal speech and writing. If you and I is an object, which means the people to whom something is being done, then the correct form is you and me. For example, she didn't see you and me. Number 5. Arrive at, or arrive to, or arrive in.
I don't know, and I don't know.
Because of the influence of the verbs like come to, move to, and go to, learners of English often tend to use the combination arrive to. Although sentences such as come to me, we moved to New York, or are you going to the party are completely appropriate. But arrive behaves somewhat differently. There is only one context in which arrive to is correct, mainly when to means in order to. For example, the cleaner arrived in order to clean the office. So, the cleaner arrived to clean the office. When you want to express that you come to a country, a city, or in general a geographic location, we use arrive in. For example, we will arrive in England at about 6 o'clock. That's correct. We will arrive to England at about 6. That's wrong. Or once you arrive to New York, make sure to visit the Empire State Building. That's wrong. Well, in any other situation, you should use arrive at. For example, when I arrived at the party, all my friends were already gone. Or when I arrived to the party, all my friends were already gone. That's wrong. Number 6. In the photo or on the photo. The equivalent expression in many languages would use a preposition translated usually as on, especially in French or Russian languages. In English, however, the correct preposition is in. For example, the boy in the photo looks happy. The boy on the photo looks happy is wrong. The pattern is the same no matter what word we use for visual media. For example, images, photos, pictures, drawing. For example, there are no trees in the picture. This is correct, and there are no trees on the picture is wrong. We only use on when we mean that something is on the top of the physical object. For example, there is a cup on the photo. For example, there is a cup on the book. There is a cup on the book. The cup is on the top of the physical object. And number 7, married to or married with. When you say that someone is or gets married, and you want to specify the person whom he or she marries, the correct preposition is to. not with. For example, Peter is married to Jane. This is the correct way. The wrong way, Peter is married with Jane. Number 8, learn and teach. Incorrect way, people often ask, can you learn me to speak English better? The correct way to ask that is, can you teach me to speak English better? So what's the difference between the learn and teach? Learn, it's something what the student does, so he learns stuff. To teach, it's something what the teacher does. He teaches or she teaches. Number 9, a pretty weird one is I feel myself. And number 9 is typical for those people who speak Russian. I feel myself. It's very awkward saying. When people literally translate words, they usually say, I feel myself fine today. This is the wrong way of saying that. You need to say, I feel fine today. I just feel fine. Feel good, feel bad, I feel fine. In English, we just say, I feel well, I feel sick, I feel happy. Saying I feel myself to a native English speaker will sound strange, as it seems to express that one is physically feeling or touching one's own body. Number 10, how is it called or what is it called? When you want to ask what's the name of something is, the correct question is, what is this thing called in English? How is this thing called in English? This is the wrong way of asking. So just don't let your mother tongue to mislead you. In most other languages, the translation would indeed use how, not what, but not in English. Well, and if you really want to use how, you can try to form a question using the verb say. For example, how do you say this in English? And congratulations, you did it! Now you know some mistakes and you know how to avoid them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the process of learning about the most common mistakes in English. Please press like and subscribe to this channel. See you later. Bye bye.